No, you ain't. What's up, beautiful people? This is Nate here.
Just care.
And yo, we are Games Music Life. This is the Games Music Life podcast, episode 93. That's crazy.
Yeah.
93 episodes,
things
man.
in the books. Well, about to be in the books.
Well, about to be in the books. Yeah. We gotta wrap it up, you know.
Yeah, no.
But yo, let's get off what have we been playing. I've been playing Fortnite a little bit.
Okay.
Started playing a little more of Cuphead a little bit. I just bought the Fractured Butthole South Park. I haven't played it yet. There's some controversy, and I want to talk to you about that too.
Okay.
This is controversy I want to talk to you about.
Not about the difficulty settings.
No,
right?
not that.
Okay.
We talked about that later. I'm talking about like it's a dig at Kanye. It's a little bit.
Yeah. It's a little underhanded. I did hear about that.
It's a little bit untasteful, but we'll talk about it.
Okay.
So I'm about to get into that because Destiny's done.
Is it?
Destiny's done, bro.
Wow.
I meant to tell you I was going to throw some dirt on it until the next DLC comes out.
Okay. Wow. They're not releasing more raids or anything?
Well, the thing is, they released the hard mode of the raid, right? But there's zero incentive to playing it. You don't get any new armor. You get new armor, but it's not higher light level.
Wow.
It's just cosmetic stuff. So you can do it and get another shader.
Why would they just leave the game out to die like that?
Dropped it. I think, and they're already copping pleas, which I think, I don't know, D2 might be done, bro.
Wow.
And the reason why, because Activision, I always knew the Activision push behind it was going to be kind of iffy, but they're already copping pleas, saying Activision basically put a timetable on them.
Wow.
So I don't know, but they can fix it. Being that games are the way they are, they can put a patch out. They can change things up. It's not like a game
All
like we
they
talked
need
about.
to do is just pump out some raids, man. Like,
pump out some raids, pump out some more content. Because
That's
right now,
it?
what they did was they actually catered to the casual player. They catered to people who didn't really play Destiny 1, and they got them to go out, like got you to buy it.
Yeah.
But for the hardcore guys, the elitists, it was like it's kind of left them to the wayside. So, but they did say that the new, it's going to break it up into seasons. So the new season of Destiny 2 is actually launching in a couple weeks.
Okay.
They're gonna switch some stuff up.
wow.
So I'm
so
excited.
surprised to hear you say
It's just done right now. But
It's
you know what?
finished. Okay.
I'm glad they are though, because it gives me a chance to play. Because there's some good games.
See, I thought that they dropped new content weekly.
Nah, like every quarter. So like the new
That's
DLC.
kind of why I ain't asking for DLC. Just give me a new challenge.
Well,
at least.
the new stuff that comes out. It's okay. Let me change it. It is stuff that's coming out as far as that you can switch it up and playing like. There's new what's it called, the Trials of Osiris, which they actually ended up canceling that for the weekend because they found a glitch in that. But there's no incentive in like raising your light level, so it's like why even play it? So most people, like even the hard mode, like my raid group was like, we're not doing it.
Wow.
They were like, there's no reason to do it. It's basically asking for a headache because it's hard.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And it's like it has the technical aspects of it is kind of bad. So we kind of just left it be. But to say that it's done is not a bad thing, because I do think they're going to fix it. It's going to come back.
It's just on a break.
It's on a break.
Okay.
Let's put it on. You know, we're taking a break.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Give you some time to play some other games.
Absolutely. What about you?
Man, honestly, I have not played any games this week at
Really?
all. I don't
Really?
know why. Yeah, like I don't know why.
No 2K?
No 2K, man. Like, so I had, I have an off day in the middle of the week,
Right.
so that's like I had a lot of running to do,
Okay.
and when I came home, I had an opportunity to either play the game or watch some TV, man, and I dug back into The Wire.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Yo, it's crazy you say that, because I was talking to the wife. She's never seen it.
Oh wow,
Right?
you got to get on that.
Yeah. It's two things. Like she's never seen The Wire, and I had to check her jump shot. Her jump shot was off. And that was so we had to reevaluate some things. We actually started watching Game of Thrones again. We started watching that again.
From the beginning?
From the beginning.
Yikes.
The writing is so phenomenal.
It is. It is.
And it's like I got so many things. We might need to do some
like flashback synopsis.
some go back, like some flashbacks of Game of Thrones, because like it's some dead giveaways in the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
You know?
like when you go back and rewatch it, it does kind of point that out,
absolutely.
like, oh man, they've been setting this up for a while.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you on the TV part. I actually need to watch The Wire again, because that's a phenomenal show.
Listen, man, so good.
Yeah,
so good.
Is it still
man.
your GOAT?
You know what? Watching it again, I think so.
Really?
I think it might be the best show. Like, first of all, I'm an Avon fan, so like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're Team Stringer, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Stringer is a dirty rat.
You can't.
If you ask me.
I'm Brother Mouzon personally.
You know,
'Cause he
I
had
like Brother
ethics.
Mouzon,
Yeah.
but if I had to go with the key players, man, like I can't rock. I like Marlo enough, but Avon, the king stay the king. Ain't that what D said, man? The king stay the king, and Avon was just the king, man. He played the game the right way, man.
Yeah.
I rock with Avon.
Yeah.
Stringer's a dirty rat.
Oh,
He's the
absolutely.
reason why everything fell apart.
Yeah, he is.
And I mean, he's not, but he is.
Yeah.
He's a dirty rat, man.
Yeah.
Dirty underhanded rat. Stringer deserves no respect.
The writing on that show is just phenomenal.
And I like the way that they took the different aspects and really shined the light on it. You know, from the way that politics affects the streets,
right?
The way the school system affects the streets.
Yes.
You know,
the newspaper,
the streets. You know what I'm saying? How the drugs are on the streets, and then how the drugs are getting to the streets.
Yes.
Like and the newspaper,
Yeah.
the media, how that all plays a part too.
Yeah.
I thought that was dope. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just, the police versus, the guys on the streets. It was like showing you all angles and gave you real emotions about it. Like,
absolutely.
Phenomenal show, man.
Yeah.
I think Freeman didn't get enough props.
You don't think so?
Lester was A1, bro. Like Lester held it down. You know what I'm saying? So, but The Wire.
A lot of it. Well, he was with. Hold on. I'm trying to think. Hold on.
Freeman, Lester Freeman. He was on the task force, man. He's the old guy with the glasses, man. The one that got.
Oh, he did everything.
The one that got shelved for all them years and finally got back off the bench.
Well, he started The Wire back up.
He did,
and it was illegal, which he almost blew the case.
Yeah,
but yeah, he did. My guy was Bodie. Once Bodie was gone, I'll say that because anybody who hasn't seen it, which is way too long. Once Bodie got, I literally had to not watch the show for a couple weeks. I was that emotional about it.
Man, Bodie didn't deserve none of that at all.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, not
just
at
like
all.
Wallace, man.
Nah.
Michael B. Jordan, man, sparked his career.
Speaking of Michael B. Jordan, did you watch the trailer for Black Panther?
Oh yeah, I'm ready for that.
I'm ready for that.
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm glad to see my boy Vince Staples got some pub on that too.
You know, a little push. I like it, man. I'm ready.
All right. So back to any more news about Destiny 2. I mean, is more news. The PC version is dropping this week.
Yeah.
I thought about getting it. I just want to do the grind again.
That's what I was gonna ask you. But is there gonna be anything worth getting the PC version for? Like, is it gonna look better?
It's gonna look a lot better.
Okay.
It's gonna be 60 frames per second, unlimited frames per second, but at 4K.
Okay.
So it's gonna look like Call of Duty. How Call of Duty looks real smooth when you play it. It looks amazing.
You ain't gonna just go ahead and leapfrog that, get that Xbox One X, man. Stun on them. You know what I'm saying? Big baller brand time.
I do want it though. I want the Xbox One X, but if I had to do it for Destiny, I would get the PC
version. I mean, because you're already ready to go. Like, it's a lot less of an investment for sure. But I'd be wanting the One X, but then it's like, Xbox, you didn't let me down. Just go ahead and hit the boy off with the free boy. You know what I'm saying? Make it up to your customers, man. I've been with you. I've been riding with you, and you've been letting me down.
At some point, one of these strongly worded letters you write are gonna get.
It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's not gonna fall on deaf ears forever. Like, one of these days, they're gonna be like, you know what? We got to do right by
and you know what
man.
though? You'll be the one to get blessed too. They'll give you a free one or something.
Yeah.
They'll have a customer for life though.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, man. If you bring me a good product, or you can buy me over, I'll sing your praises. I'll sing your praises. But for right now, trash. You've been letting me down.
Y'all thought this next story. So Steam Link was actually on sale for $1.
It still is.
It still is.
It still is, matter of fact.
So I have one.
Really?
I've never used it. All right. Now here's the thing. Okay, basically just a backstory. The Steam Link is something you can use. You plug it up into your home network and you can stream your PC games to it, to a regular TV. To me, it wasn't practical enough because my computer's already hooked up to my big screen TV. So when I got it, I really was just going to use it to stream upstairs in the upstairs living room, but I never game up there.
Yeah.
So it wasn't useful. The technology behind it is very good. It's no latency. Your network has to be pretty good.
Yeah.
But for $1, heck yeah, pick one up.
Man, that's what I've been going back and forth with. But I'm like, like, I mean, am I just buying it because it's $1, or will I actually use this thing?
The answer is yes to both of them.
Yeah.
Well,
I do think it was more so I buy it just because it's $1.
Yeah,
I buy that for $1.
It's $1, man. You lose $1.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can't hurt nothing.
But everybody thought it was a joke, though. And I guess a lot of UK dudes picked up on it and bought a bunch of them. But for $1, why not?
Why not? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take a risk. But I just don't I don't have a Steam library, so I mean, I guess maybe they give me an excuse to build it up. Like, I wonder, can I play the Sims through the Steam library?
Anything that's on Steam. But and the thing about Steam,
playing the Sims with a controller on a TV seems like that might be a really gratifying.
Yeah, I think it would, because I wasn't a big Sims player. But you don't have to be. It doesn't have to be a game within Steam. You can add any game to Steam.
Okay,
you can just add EXE into your Steam library.
Okay,
and you could do that. So.
That might be worthwhile.
Steam got to
for $1.
Yeah, for $1, man. I'd say
what controller do I use at that point? I use my Xbox controller.
You can use your Xbox controller.
Xbox controller kind of janky. Can I use
PlayStation?
my PlayStation controller? Okay, I might be in.
It's Bluetooth.
Okay,
you get a Bluetooth dongle, or you got Bluetooth on your laptop.
Yeah,
you get to roll. All right, man. So the Spartan prototype could mark the return of Sega to the console race. Are you here for it? So I saw the picture of it. It looked like
it looked ugly,
like a Jordan 32.
I like the 32. Don't
those ones Jimmy Butler wore last night was cold.
Cold, yeah. Like I like the all red ones. I like the bread ones.
I like the ones that came out, the CEO ones that came out yesterday.
Yeah, and I like the UNC ones that are coming too. Ooh, those are fire. The high top ones. I'm not crazy about the low top.
And the last ones, they come out for the cheap.
Yeah, I like 31s too. So we ain't gonna throw them. Man, those are leanings.
Okay,
right there.
So the Sega. So, but every so often we hear a rumor about Sega making a console again. Because the Dreamcast was like the cult following. Is this gonna happen?
I don't. You know what, man? Sega does have a legendary library that they're just sitting on. That you know, I think people may buy on nostalgia just to play those old Sega games. I mean, like, there are a lot of Sega games I would still play again. Vector Man, let's go.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be here for that. But I don't. Sega jumping in the console race, like man, you got a lot to show and prove at that point. And I mean, besides, once my nostalgia wears off, am I really gonna want to play anything new on that machine? I don't know. And how much is it gonna cost? Come on.
Right. Yeah, they gotta get the cost right. Now the games, I mean, consoles are pretty much going to PC type architects.
Yeah.
Anybody can put one. You could get a computer and slap a Sega logo on
throw
there.
a sticker on it, you good.
You're good to go.
You're good.
So I would say go and do it, man. More competition is always good.
Yeah.
But if they do it and bring back those titles like you said, Sega could have something.
They could have something, but I don't know, man. Like Sega been blowing it for a long time, man.
Yeah.
Like they've tricked it off for many, many years.
Absolutely.
So,
absolutely. Another console that tricked it off is Nintendo.
Yeah, so I do think that it could outsell the Switch. You know what I'm saying? That Spartan could outsell the Switch. It probably already did.
Yeah, it probably did without even coming out. So we're at week 25 now, Kev.
Yeah.
They're making commercials about NBA 2K on the Switch.
I haven't even seen a commercial about the Switch.
I was watching YouTube and they had one come up. They're trying to push this thing, man.
Hey, man, listen.
Doom is coming out on it. It looks dated. It look like an old version of
you
Doom.
got to do something, man. That Mario game's supposed to come out this week, isn't it?
Yeah, Mario Odyssey comes out. Is it this week or
no
next
hype,
week?
man. No hype. No
commercials for it.
Nobody talking about it.
Nobody talking about it because no one's gonna buy the Switch, bro.
Yeah, I'm not buying the Switch.
They gotta cut the price on it. Come out with a version 2, put Bluetooth in it, cut the price. You might have a buyer in me.
Get rid of the DS, man, and just replace it with the Switch, man. Make the Switch like $150, $200, and that's the way you're gonna move units. And bring all the DS games over to the Switch. There's no reason why you can't.
Yeah.
The Switch should be capable of running these games. Just go ahead and do it, man. Go ahead and do it, or give us a V2 and actually give us the features that we want in this thing. Something, man. You gotta do something, man.
No, what they'll do is they'll come out with the N64 Mini, and that'll outsell the Switch.
Hey, it's coming. Hey, listen, I'm here for it.
Oh, yeah, I'm here for that. We gotta talk about that. All right, man, that's gaming news.
Yeah.
There literally is nothing going on.
Bong.
There are some good games coming out. Like I said, the South Park game,
yeah.
2K is pumping. Madden's still good.
Yeah.
If you want to get
Call of Duty coming.
Call of Duty's on the way.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a good one.
Is there a new Battlefield coming? I know Battlefront coming.
Battlefront's coming.
Yeah, people excited.
They're excited about that. They're showing the story. With Star Wars coming out in December,
yeah,
you know what I mean? That's going to be a big push for that. So, some games coming out, man. Another one coming on the Switch.
It's a cold world out here.
Absolutely.
Cold world.
All right, man. So, Marshawn Lynch, man, he was on the sideline. And there was a scuffle going on between the players.
Chiefs and the Raiders.
Chiefs and the Raiders. And he comes running onto the field to defend his boy who plays for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And he pushes the ref.
Yoked him up too, grabbed him by his collar.
He gets his goon card.
Yeah, and then gets ejected. And instead of leaving, goes and sits in the stand and watches the rest of the game.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Put on his little hoodie mask or whatever.
Really?
Watch the rest of the game from the stand.
And nobody told him to leave.
You gonna tell Marshawn let's do something? Nah. You gonna let that man, like, I'm sure when they ejected him, man, that was probably the most polite ejection ever.
Absolutely.
They were like, Mr. Marshawn, please, sir, you're not allowed to do that. If you don't mind,
right,
we're gonna have to have you just go to the locker room and you can't play anymore in this game. We're still gonna pay you full check.
We're still gonna pay you full check. You can just go sit down. Here's the thing though, people didn't understand is only he could do that.
Yeah, only Marshawn can get away with that.
Because Marshawn he's a very intelligent dude, which I picked up on. But he's one of one. You know what I mean? It's like when Allen Iverson showed up to the retirement thing and he had on Allen Iverson gear.
Yeah,
I can only categorize it as that.
Hey, you gotta let him rock.
I tell him here, my son, like, yo, only he can do that.
Yeah.
I want you to know.
You can't get away with that, man. No. But this man, he can do what he wants. He can do what he wants.
Marshawn can Marshawn. I'm here for it though. I'm glad that they only suspended him a game.
Yeah.
For doing it. So
that suspension probably shaky.
Yeah.
They probably gonna rescind that. Like,
right, they're gonna pay him.
They were like, Marshawn, we're gonna have you sit down for, introductions.
Yeah, he might commentate the game. You know what I'm
probably
saying?
will.
Certified goon, bro.
Yeah.
He yoked up that
He's a
ref.
lovable goon though. That's what makes it so weird. Like, people love him.
They love him, but they don't really know what he's capable of, which is what scares them.
And they don't want to find out.
No.
Like, you don't pet the bear.
Absolutely not. And he's home. He's in Oakland.
Yeah.
He's home.
Man.
All right, man. So the NBA started this week.
Thank God.
Definitely, bro. I think, and we talked about it before, the NBA is getting the NFL out of here.
Absolutely.
I mean, if it wasn't for Marshawn Lynch, we would not be talking about football.
Yeah.
And it sucks because my Eagles are good. But regardless, the NBA started this week. Big injury from Gordon Hayward.
Right off rip.
First quarter.
It was like first 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's rough. And
that's
it was a bad injury.
I thought about it too, bro. They're not building legs the way they used to anymore. Because legs have had a hard year this year, bro. Like, between Odell Beckham, J.J. Watt, Gordon Hayward, Jeremy Lin took a nasty injury. Yep. That would suck to see him like that too. His kneecap was standing up like a TP.
Ooh,
it was nasty.
He knew. He was like, "I'm done.
I'm done." He started crying.
Yeah.
But the Gordon Hayward one, man, it was like it looked nasty, but it wasn't as bad as originally thought.
Yeah.
So he just dislocated his ankle and he broke his fibula. So he broke his ankle and he dislocated it, which made it look nasty. You know what I'm saying? But they were talking about if they really wanted to, he could come back this year.
Nah, go ahead and rest that out, man. Yeah. Go ahead and rest that out.
You have nothing to play for. You're going to lose to the Cavs anyway.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just go let LeBron get another year under his hairline and, let it ride.
So who do you think is going to be the breakout stars this year?
So far it's Giannis. Yeah,
he's unguardable.
Yeah, he's unless it's LeBron.
Yeah,
but he's looking like.
But even LeBron, he
had to give him his props.
Heck yeah, he had to give him his props.
Yeah, so I feel like the Kobe challenge really is pushing Giannis to the next level.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So he's looking unstoppable, and he's been getting all the love. I mean, KD said that's his favorite player to watch, and people are they're taking notice to how good he really is.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I think that Lonzo. Even though we'll get into that, I think that Lonzo's going to have a really nice, impressive rookie season.
I'm gonna talk. We'll get more into it, but my pick for breakout is John Wall.
John Wall been playing with a lot of heart.
Yeah,
you know,
he got a chip on his shoulder,
and that jump shot looking better.
Yeah,
he worked on it. Yes. I like that.
He's accepting every challenge. I mean, I like the fact that I like what he's doing.
Yeah, I think he's tired of being slept on.
My question I have for you though, because we both talk basketball a lot. Okay. What do you think of the Cavs so far?
I think that the Cavs have a lot of potential. Okay. But they are going to they got a lot to figure out right now.
Okay.
That team, they didn't get any younger, and that's going to be a problem. I mean, D Rose already out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
He's Mr. Glass for real.
I mean, it's just a sprained ankle, so I ain't gonna go too hard on the guy.
Yeah.
But you know what it is? He's got to start playing with more control. Like, I get it that explosiveness is, what kind of sets him apart from the rest or allows him to be great. Mm-hmm. But it's not working in your favor. Like, the best ability is availability. Yeah. And, being explosive like that at the cost of sitting down.
But I will say, until he got hurt, he looked good out there, man.
He did.
He was moving around. I think it's more of it's a confidence thing with him. I
don't think it is. I think it's just that his game is too out of control.
You think that's what it is?
I was watching opening night, and Derrick Rose hit the floor at least 5 times, and I'm like, he's got to stop that. Like,
you're right.
That Allen Iverson is the only player that can take that kind of abuse in the paint and get up and keep on rocking. Like, Derrick Rose, you already proven you're not built like that.
Right.
Just don't do it. Like, work on your finesse game and get away from that power game. Only other player I would say that has a power game like what Derrick Rose tries to play is Russell Westbrook. But Russell Westbrook ain't going down.
Right.
He'll goon you.
Yeah, he only got gooned by Patrick Beverly, who tore his meniscus. Besides that.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Patrick Beverly confirmed
he's a
first team.
Confirmed.
First team defense.
We'll get into that. He didn't have to do that boy like that.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it.
But breakout stars, but Cavs. Okay.
Cavs,
I think the biggest pickup for them was Crowder.
I do too.
Like,
I think
that
Crowder
was
a great
such
addition.
a big pickup for them. And that's the one part I'm looking at earlier in the season and is like him and Jeff Green. If they can just stay healthy and give them those minutes that we both said the Cavs needed. They had no energy guys last year.
Yeah.
They had no people that would do the dirty work and hit the open shot, those scrappy points.
Yep.
Those two guys, I think, can add a lot to it.
I think that they are a good addition. It's just going to be, kind of getting that chemistry together and, learning to play well together.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that, they've got a good thing going if they can make it mesh.
Yeah, I think it's going to be problematic that IT is coming back later in the year, though. Because trying to get him involved and trying to understand his
trying
role.
to figure out the chemistry with him on the floor is going to be a little bit different.
Heck yeah. So we'll see. All right, man. So LeBron and Kyrie show respect following to close the game. What did you think about that? Did you think anything about that?
They actually dapped each other up before the start of the game and then, hugged it out at the end of the game. I actually really like that.
Yeah.
The fact that, as much as we everybody made it out to be like beef out there in Cleveland between Kyrie and LeBron, they, made sure that everybody saw like it's nothing.
Right.
Everybody's all good. And even before that, LeBron was still singing his praises. Like, I wish that we could have kept on going, but he had to do what he needed to do.
Right.
I wish him well, but we doing what we're doing over here now.
Yeah, from LeBron's aspect, he couldn't hate on the move because LeBron pretty much did that too.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't I'm leaving an organization.
No.
It was I'm leaving LeBron.
Right.
And
I don't think it was ever about that.
Yeah.
I think like them dapping and just kind of just never talking bad about one another. I think that's what it was about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think it was a little, he didn't tell him he was leaving, but whatever. It was, LeBron, he can't hate on that.
Right.
But then all the rumors start coming out that maybe it was somebody in LeBron's camp had said something disrespectful to Kyrie's dad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are these stories about? But that stuff's going to happen when you don't know.
Dread number one goon. Number one Papa goon. You know what I'm saying? He ain't having it.
Yeah, but I do think that if that was the case, the dad would have said something because he's outspoken. He wouldn't have held it in.
Yeah.
He doesn't have facial hair, and that's a big.
I thought that, and you know what? I thought that game actually was very good. I think if Gordon Hayward stayed in there, man, that would have been a different story.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like the Celtics have a good young team. They got a lot to figure out.
Yeah.
But I'm still excited to see what Kyrie's able to do, especially now he's the man.
No, can he lead the Celtics?
I think so. I mean. Hey, 10 dimes that first game, you know what I'm saying? So 10 dimes, what was like 25 points, something like that. Like he held it down. He did his thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, they were one shot away from overtime. Like that shot falls.
They were winning.
And that was versus. I mean, that was LeBron covering him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First game of the season, like Kyrie kept him in a close game. So I liked it.
Big game by Ree.
Yeah.
All right, man. So Patrick Beverly, man, he put the clamps down on Lonzo. He had 3 points. He welcomed him to the NBA.
Yeah.
Lonzo did bounce back against the Spurs.
He did.
I mean, the
Suns.
Suns. Now it's the Suns.
Yeah, I was going to say the Suns did lose by 48. No.
That's what the asterisk by that.
Yeah.
But still, 29 is 29.
It is. 29 and 11.
29-11, 9 assists. He was 1 assist away from being
the
youngest player to ever get a triple-double.
Yeah.
That's telling, bro.
That's dope.
You know, that's definitely telling. I was hard on Ball at first. Like, that game against Patrick Beverly. First of all, Patrick Beverly's a goon.
First team all defense. He reminded him.
All goon. Okay? And he punked him.
He did.
He straight up punked him.
He did.
And you know what? Anybody who's been a youngster and you went and played ball with some older cats and you were a little good, you got pumped.
Lonzo got rattled when Pat met him at half court and then just gooned him.
Just gooned him.
And then caused Lonzo to get the over and back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, got him to make that mistake out there. He threw him off his game.
Yeah, he got in his head.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It happens. But I do like the fact he came out the next game and was very aggressive.
Yeah.
He came out, was aggressive. He's looking for a shot, getting his teammates involved. I think with Lonzo, the biggest thing is getting some talent around him.
Yeah.
If he's the type of guy, if you play him with other good players or great players, he's going to flourish.
I think so.
But the problem is the Lakers ain't got no good or great players, you know?
I mean, I think that they got a lot of young talent and they can figure it out. You know who really is going to have to pick it up is old boy who Blake yammed on. I can't even
Blake
speak
Brown?
his name.
What's my man? I call him Blake Brown. What's his name?
Might as well. Listen, I'm not even going to throw that disrespect on his name. Don't look up that clip because, I mean, it was murder.
Yo, Blake looked good.
Yeah, Blake is looking very good.
He did. He was handling the rock.
Very good.
He's
knocking down threes, man, creating. Yeah.
I'm just loving the fact that we got the NBA to talk about. We ain't even gotten to my biggest story of the NBA season so far. Early season is the Thunder.
Woo.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, just looking at them on the court. Now, mind you, they still got to gel. They still got to get everybody involved more than anything. But just seeing the talent around them,
they're looking lethal.
They could be a problem.
They are looking lethal. And you know what was surprising to me was that it seemed like Russell was perfectly okay with deferring.
He deferred.
Yeah, he was like,
as long as he stays in that role.
Yeah.
It just attacks when he has to. I mean, it was the Knicks. He didn't have to do much.
Right.
Knicks are trash. But Porzingis is a unicorn.
Yeah, he is.
He's a unicorn.
Yeah, he was the only bright spot on the Knicks.
The only. And the other guys didn't even know who the hell they were. Besides Hardaway Jr.
That's a Frank.
I love these guys, man.
I don't know what he was doing out there, man. No. He was out there getting slapped around. I think he got 6 minutes and logged 2 fouls. That was about it.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm here for it. I hope the Thunder, Golden State, they're resting. They won their first game last night.
Yeah.
They look good, after that. But
listen, man. Golden State has a ton of talent, but beyond that, like, they have Kevin Durant.
Yes.
Like, did you see that play? Tony Allen takes off Kevin Durant's shoe while Kevin is going up. He switches, reverses hands, and goes for the layup, gets the bucket, one shoe on, runs back up the court, holding his shoe, throws it out of bounds, meets Tony Allen in the post, blocks his shot. Tony Allen gets it back, blocks his shot again, and then takes the ball and kicks it back up the court and goes go get his shoe.
He has 7 blocks.
How do you deal with that?
You don't, and that's the problem. If he embraces the fact he's not just a finesse player, it's gonna be problems.
I'm just like,
he's guarding the post and blocking shots. He's coming down on the other end. You got to put a tall guy on him.
Yeah, I mean Tony Allen, like, this is a defensive guy. I mean, he's a little long in the tooth, but he's a defensive guy. But what do? You can't do anything with that.
I don't know. That unicorn is, man. That gazelle's out there running around. Steph's being Steph.
I mean, he disrespected 2 shots with one shoe on.
With one shoe.
Like it was another bow. Get that out of here.
Because I thought with Clay getting the frosty tips was going to be a block. I did. I said when I saw the blonde, I said, this might be a block. It's going to be the block.
He was living too good in China over the summer.
Exactly. He's partying a little too much.
Yeah.
But no, they came out, man. As long as Dragoon stays healthy, they're going to be a problem.
It's getting chippy out there, man. I still don't think that Golden State really has any competition just yet. And, man, their bench got better. Like Swaggy P out there just dropping buckets.
Yes, he was dropping buckets in the first game.
Yeah.
They lost to the Rockets. The Rockets did look good.
Hey, MVP Beard.
Yeah,
MVP Beard out here. He's out here claiming for gold.
But I think the stuff we always talk about the good bubbles to the top.
Yeah.
And your boy's out 4 weeks. CP3.
Yeah. Hey man, listen.
Is CP3 overrated?
Don't matter. Rockets got Harden. They'll be all right. Chris Paul on the floor or not, don't matter.
Right. Who'd ever think that Eric Gordon be the second best player when they got
man,
CP3?
Playing with the beard, man, got him feeling rejuvenated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But no, the beard can't be guarded. And I think he's a little pissed off he didn't win MVP last year too.
Absolutely. And the thing is that they changed the rules to try to make it a little bit harder for him. It didn't slow him down a bit. He's like, whatever.
He's so unorthodox because he's a lefty.
Yeah.
You know, you can't really. It's like they don't know how to call it.
They've been saying he's the hardest player to guard in the league for 3 years,
shifty,
which is
man.
crazy with Kevin Durant being in the league. But a guy like LeBron who can just you're not gonna stop him. But James Harden is the hardest person to guard. Crazy.
He's too shifty, bro.
Yeah.
Way too shifty. All right, man. So. We're just, as you can tell, we're happy about the NBA starting up again.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
I love it. I felt so good on opening night. I'm like, thank God.
Right. All right, man. So music-wise, all right. So our boy, friend of the podcast, Logic, calls out artists who stick to one sound. Says artists need to switch it up.
Yeah.
What does he mean by switch it up, though?
I guess, he's more so saying, like, don't be afraid to take risks. Go out there, experiment, see what works for you. And, just because you find a winning formula, don't stick to it forever. And, I respect that. But he got to understand, a lot of these guys out here just to make $1.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
All right, so if it's working, they're going to.
Like he does.
Right. It's like they're not artists. They're a product that was promoted, and they're going to keep on rocking like that. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get $1 Logic.
Well, see, that's the thing I think, like, even now, like, we review so much music. We got some reviews going up later, too. Check them out.
Yeah.
You get your Drake clones, then you get maybe some old school cats who try to keep that same sound going, and in that middle area is the guys who just literally don't sound like anybody, like your IDKs. Last week, we love that project.
Absolutely. Check it out.
That's what I think people want to flourish in, but that's easier said than done. Like you said, people just kind of want to make $1, bro.
Hey, listen, you make a hit song.
Yeah.
Ride the wave, you know what I'm saying? No reason not to. I mean, a lot of these guys, man, making a career for themselves when, otherwise they wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Hey, go ahead and ride the wave. And not everybody takes the craft so seriously. And I think that for an artist, that's very frustrating. Like, you look at guys like, Logic, Lupe, Kendrick, Cole, people like this who really take their artistry very seriously. And I can imagine it's like, I hate to just throw him out there like that, but Lil Pump, you know what I'm saying? Just making the same kind of like Diddy Bop once and 1,000 times over.
He's clearly here to make $1.
Like, man, let the kid have some fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing wrong with it.
And that's where I think that's what's the beauty of our reviews is that, my thing will always come from is like, my precious hip hop, I don't want these guys in here. You already know. I don't want them here.
I don't mind it. I'm like, hey, man,
mind.
Let these guys rock out. They're going to do what they're going to do. And, hey, listen, Ninth Wonder said it the best, man. Let them have their year.
Yeah.
You wait a year, they're gonna be out of here. Shouts to Young M.A.
Word.
Yo, no, you know what made it so funny, man? My cousin actually brought that up.
Really?
The other day, like, man, where's Young M.A.? We don't know, dog.
You know what? I keep saying this. She wore us out.
I hate to keep
she
throwing
wore
dirt.
us out, bro.
It's not that. It's like every year we get somebody who has a hot song for the summer, and then they just go away. Like it's just the way life goes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
the good's gonna bubble, man. The good's gonna bubble. All right, man. Speaking of funny business, though, and that's another thing too about the plants of being around, because it's a rumor that Chance is a plant, and I've always said it. I still think Chance is a plant. I mean, I like his movement. I love he's positive, but I preferred acid rap Chance. And if you listen to acid rap Chance, it's so much better than the Chance, Coloring Book, which I thought.
I did enjoy acid rap more than Coloring Book.
But that doesn't mean the other one's bad. Let me say that. I think I think
he's very talented, though.
I do, but I don't know. But speaking of funny business, though, so Post Malone actually scores the #1 record with Rockstar.
Yeah.
There's some funny business going on. There is.
Yeah. I mean, when they were kind of breaking it down, how YouTube plays are going to start counting towards record spins, and they're saying like, oh, so now if creators include your music in there, it'll count as a record spin for you. So if you go out there, you convince a lot of these guys, go ahead and throw your record on there.
Yeah. So once again, it's a popularity contest.
But I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. Like, I mean, if people like the music, if the song was trash, it wouldn't do anything.
But the only thing different between that though is, see, first of all, it's the Wild Wild West. The game has completely changed.
Yeah.
Whereas before, when you buy a record, if let's just say was there record companies that bought records, sure, but you had to go physically buy the record. It wasn't like you could just say you bought it.
Right.
Whereas now you can set up bots. You can set up foreign exchange accounts. You can set up all these things to get streams.
Yeah.
And that all goes into the numbers. So you can fudge the numbers.
You know what though, and this is kind of the thing that that always kind of presses me. It's like at this point the numbers just don't matter.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
They
Like
don't.
if people are listening to it, people are listening to it. The numbers mean nothing because
Right.
you can fudge them.
Right.
Like you said, and I mean like RIAA changed the rules, so now gold is like 250,000
Yeah.
and platinum is 500,000. So
Oh my gosh.
where it used to be $1 million.
Yeah.
So it's like. They are using the numbers as a promotional tool to make you feel like, oh, if I haven't heard this, if I don't like it, I'm missing out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When in reality, it's like, nah, none of that stuff matters at all. The sales
Right.
don't matter at
It might
all.
not even
If
be
it's a
good.
good project, man, people will say, hey, this is really good.
Right.
And you'll find it or it'll find you.
Right. I mean, that's kind of the thing I love about just our content is
Yeah.
that we listen to everything.
Absolutely.
And we're going to tell you if it's good. Even if we think it's a good album, we're going to tell you what's bad about it, too.
Yeah.
And I think people miss that. But what I was saying, though, is like the reviews and things that come out, it's like it's a popularity contest. So you might get someone who just, that's what gets me sometimes. People are like, oh, I love this album. It's so good. So it's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like this person, which I'd rather think they do it better, so I listen to them.
It goes like that.
You know?
But hey, listen, if you love it, then love it. Go ahead. I ain't trying to change your mind.
It's so much of a followers mentality, though, bro.
Yeah,
Like
I feel
people,
you.
like even with reviews we do, people come in and they look at the review and say like, okay, these guys are gonna love it. No, we might not love it.
We might not
love
We
that
might not
album.
love it.
You know, but that
And
doesn't
that's
mean
okay.
that's okay. It doesn't mean we're wrong.
Yeah.
It just means that we reviewed a project.
Right, and we just gave you our opinion. If you felt differently, hey man,
Yeah.
I'm glad you got a project you
Absolutely.
enjoyed. That's what I always tell them every time. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
Because,
but
hey,
just tell me why.
Yeah,
because
that's it.
maybe
But
I'm missing
you
it.
can't articulate that.
Nah,
They were,
nah.
So
we still get emails by Janae Aiko. Shout out to them.
yeah,
All
shout
right.
out.
But Frank Ocean, he actually won a $14.5 million lawsuit against his dad.
Yeah.
So his dad was just trying to get the bag. And his dad was dead wrong.
So grimy.
So grimy.
So grimy. How you sue your own kid?
Yes, yes. You know how detrimental that is for a kid, though?
I mean, he grown man.
He a
now,
grown
but
man now, but still, it doesn't
Still,
matter.
it's like, yo, man, you try to really hit him in his pocket.
Yeah,
like, I wouldn't trust
14.5?
nobody. Right. Yeah, I wouldn't trust anybody. Like, your own pops try to take you up top, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's wrong.
When I
That's
read the
wrong.
story, it was like I read what happened, and just old school dad, old school values, pig headed.
Yeah, I mean, living like how things were before. But my whole thing is with that sounds like more of a conversation. If you didn't like what he had to say about it, or you didn't like what he put out, get face to face. You his father.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You can't tell me there's no way for you to reach out to him. Like, instead you put the law in his business.
Right.
Come on, bro.
Right. I don't care how much security you have, because all money is security and comfortability is all money is.
Right.
It's still the father and son aspect. There's nothing like it.
Right.
And if you can't talk to your son and just have a conversation about it, then
That's it, man.
It was
But-
lost a long time ago.
And I mean, you trying to take him up top.
yeah.
Like, oh man,
14.5.
That's wrong. That's just wrong.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, he probably got it. But I'm
I
just
would counter
saying,
suit
like,
if I was Frank.
yeah, that was
Bankrupt that man.
I changed my last name.
I mean, you already did.
Yeah, that's true. Jesus. You're right. Let me think about that. All right, man. So your boy XXX Tentacion reportedly signs a $6 million deal with Capitol. And if he did that, that was the smartest
That's
thing he
dope.
ever could have did.
You know, I think if nothing else, that this speaks to kind of the labor of love that being independent can be for a lot of these artists.
Yeah.
Like stick to what you believe. Even though if it was me, or in my opinion, I've been like, man, stay independent, man.
Yeah.
If they felt like you were worth $6 million to sign, bro, that means that you worth $60 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That you could really make this work, man. You might just have to work a little bit harder. Don't have as many connections or that push, but it can be done, man. It can be done. But I think that's dope. He had the leverage there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he used that leverage to get what sounds like a pretty sweet deal.
I just think he was on his way out. I think he was pretty much done. All the antics were out of here. It's starting to get some real stuff that can go in the courts might happen with him. And I think he really needed that backing. He just needed some counseling. I think somebody just to sit him down and just be like, yo, this is what you're doing. Now that he has somebody over his head top to tell him you can't do these things because it's bad for our business, not just your business, our business, it might be okay for him.
Might bring it back around.
At least it wasn't Atlantic,
I can see.
because Metro Boomin is on Atlantic's head right now.
He's on there. He's on their head top.
And you know
for
what?
sure.
It makes a lot of sense. And we talked about this in a previous couple podcasts ago about artists that are on Atlantic. I forget who we reviewed, and it didn't make sense. We were like, Atlantic is really messing up right now.
Well, what they're doing is they're signing a lot of like characters more so, and then giving them music. Like, it's not about signing artists and then develop them into something special. It's like, nah,
Right.
You've got a name, you've got a following. Let's put a record and attach it to you.
So kind of like vulturing the artist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, well, the thing is, the Catch Me Outside girl, like, you're not an artist, but you know what I'm saying, you got a big following, you got a name already, you're established. All we got to do is throw you a record, you can sing somebody else's words, and we'll give you a hot beat. And you know what I'm saying, you do what you do, and you know, put it in front of people.
Yeah.
And hey, it's a winning formula. And I mean, it's a formula that can make money, but it definitely waters down.
Waters it down.
The culture. But I mean, the fans will see it. You know what I mean?
They will. Hopefully. I mean,
give it a year.
Yeah. Give it a year. That's very telling. Cardi B says followers or says folks, I'm sorry, are mad at her success. Of course they are.
Yeah.
That comes with the territory.
Man, you know, we talked about this a couple weeks ago.
She's on 14 minutes, bro.
You know what? I don't even think it's that. I think that she can stay, you know, popular. I think that she's enough of a personality that, you know, she can stay in front of us. But it's like, listen, man, tides was changing. Like, we kind of saw that was ready to come. And honestly, the best way that she can handle it is just ignore it.
Yeah.
Pay attention to the love that people are giving you and ignore the hate. Like, put it behind you. When you call attention to it, it's only going to make the voices of the people that are hating on you even louder.
Yes, I think she just put more music out. Because if I'm in her camp, I would tell her to look at her competition.
I mean, but is music like? I'm not trying to discredit her.
She's
but
a caricature.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
get hot on Instagram again.
Yeah, I mean, that's really what it's going to come down to.
Yeah.
I mean, Bodak Yellow, it's starting to cool off now. You know what I mean? It had to. It was a song for the summer. I mean, come December, that wave is going to be over with.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you don't have a record to follow it up, then you don't have a record to follow it up. But you can do something else. Like,
what I'm saying is, though, I'm saying that to say, like, all her contemporaries are not putting any music out. Like, she's forced Nicki to be like they're waiting her out. They're waiting to see if it dies down, and they're going to come up with something.
Yep.
Like, Nicki has put nothing out. She's like a motivational speaker at this point, bro.
Yeah, she's just waiting.
She's just waiting. Yeah. So I think that you know, Cardi's wave was big.
It was, but I think that at the beginning everybody was rooting for her, but now she's there, and I think the conversation is changing a bit.
It happens all the time.
But yeah, I mean, she would really be better served to just leave it alone, let it rock, you know what I'm saying, and keep doing what you've been doing,
right?
But
which is being ratchet. Yeah, like don't. Chill me.
Don't go Hollywood.
No, don't go Hollywood, man.
Yeah,
stay the way you are. Stay true to who you are.
Because that's what people like from you.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. All right, man. So Vince Staples, he actually made some noise. He said Eminem's verse was whack.
Yeah.
He doubles down after the backlash, which I thought was whack that he doubled down, because Eminem's verse, and we talked about it last week, it was something that I don't believe every rapper can do, because only M could pull off that style.
Yeah.
But the bars was kind of weak.
You know, I felt like it was maybe the delivery kind of threw it off a little bit, but the message was there. But the thing was, like, Vince just gave his opinion.
Yes,
exactly. He said that he liked the fact that he did it. He just felt like Eminem could do better.
And that's, once again, back to what I was saying about the way that this is such a followers mentality right now, bro. Is like, he came out and said something against the grain, right? And everyone backlashed against him.
He doubled down on it. He was like, no, this is how I feel. You ain't going to change my mind.
But I think, and that's the thing, though. It was like, the same thing Meth said. Method Man said the same thing. I said the same thing. M can do better.
Yeah.
Was the bars top worthy Eminem wise? If that had been someone else who spit that, I'm like, damn, this guy's really nice. But because it was M, it was like, it was okay.
Yeah, it was
but it was a message.
Right. The message was more so what we were applauding rather than the bars.
So I think just keep it moving. Wasn't really much there, man. Yeah. All right, man. It's your boy, the biggest boss, and Birdman. They continue, man. Yeah. Ross is keeping his foot on Birdman's neck.
He is.
And Birdman is slowly but surely trying to become a household dad, too. I think I haven't picked up on that. He got his grills removed. He's getting his facial tattoos removed. Tony Braxton put that Babylon ting on that boy, man.
Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? He tired of looking.
And there's rumors they got married.
Yeah, hey, listen, man, they probably going to go do all these events, and he looking out of place.
He should.
Before he didn't care, and now he's like, oh, you know, maybe time to clean it up. I mean, because Birdman's 60. I mean, let's be honest.
Is he that old?
He wouldn't say it, but he's 60.
How old is Slim?
He is, you know what I mean? Like, age isn't a thing that, you know, something that we count for Slim, all right? You know, he doesn't age.
Hey, I still say it. Nadir said it. Slim is the reason why Wayne is on the shelf. Give that man his money. Cut that check.
I'm not co-signing any of this, man. Slim, you've been doing great. You know, we are proud of you, man. We're happy about everything that you did.
Yeah.
I want to live.
Yo, man, that's all I had. What else you got, man?
That's it, man. That's in the books, man.
Yeah, you know. Hey, man, but you know, hey, we'll see. We got something special for y'all for episode 100, too.
Yes, maybe.
But yo, man, this is Nadir.
This cat.
Hey, yo, this is GamesMusicLyfe Podcast, episode 90.
Tree of them chains.
Yo, drink more water, people.
Peace.
Peace.